What's up, everybody? This is the Bros Gone Wild podcast. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good day. Happy America Day. Happy early 4th of July if you guys are listening before then. And yeah, be safe with your fireworks, just in case I forget to say that. But welcome back to another episode of the Bros Gone Wild podcast. We sit down with Andrew Hudson this week, and Dayton's actually out of town with our buddy Holmes, so he wasn't able to make it out for this podcast, but we'll be coming back very shortly with his return, and we'll get to hear all about his trip, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, this was a splendid episode. It was up there for one of the faster episodes we recorded, and it was possibly our longest one. I mean, I think it went about an hour long. So we get into some excellent conversations, and we start out by telling some funny stories about 4th of July, kind of accidents, some crazy stories about 4th of July. We go into I recently went to the Bay City fireworks, so I talk a little bit about that. We discuss kind of different songs we would listen to as we're dying. Different windmills, veterinarians, New York City, and much more things. So please relax, grab your coffee if you have it next to you, sip that baby while you listen to this great episode of The Bros.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are live. What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Bros Gone Wild podcast. Today, we are joined by the editing master, the editing teacher, Buddhist, Andrew Hudson. Dayton is in North Carolina? South Carolina? I don't know which one. South Carolina?
Yeah.
He's with Holmes.
He's in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's convenient. So yeah, Andrew's joining us today. Dayton's gone, so this is Jonah's first time recording with Andrew, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, gonna have some serious bonding happening tonight.
Some bro love.
And yeah, and to add a little more context, it is, what do we got, 2 days till 4th of July?
It's on Tuesday, Sunday.
So it's Sunday, so yeah, we're coming up on 4th of July, and I guess really quick, you guys doing anything fun? Anything crazy? Any plans?
I'm working. I gotta work from 8 to 6 on the 4th. So, I mean, it could be worse. I get out at 6, so, I mean, I can do whatever. I don't have any plans, but...
That's not bad.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I like fireworks from afar, but just like the loudness and I don't know. I've seen them too many times.
I don't really, like, enjoy the thrill of playing with fireworks. Like, I don't know, like, a little bit, I guess, but, like...
I'm scared of them, dude.
I'm
shit's
legit
scary.
scared.
And, like, my dad is always kind of scared the shit out of me since I've been little about them. Because, like, working in the ER, he sees people come in blown off their hands and stuff.
Even when
there was a news anchor for Channel 2 that, like, lost his eye. Or, like, was severely fucked up. I think he was a weatherman.
It's unbelievable what they do. And even when we had the podcast with your dad, it was, I mean, we were far.
That was a great podcast, by the way. That was hilarious.
We were far from 4th of July, but we asked him, that was just one of our topics that me and Dayton came up with, like crazy stories in 4th of July, and he's like, I don't want to talk about it. He wouldn't get into it. And we're like, dang, I just want to hear something cool.
I was over at Dayton's one time, and we used to have like little packets of like firecrackers. Like there were probably like 12 firecrackers, and so they had a big bonfire. And so like we threw a couple packs in there, and they would just kind of go off. Well, I threw one, and it like landed on the edge, but didn't go off. And like it was close enough to the fire where like I couldn't reach in and grab it. So I left it and forgot about it. And I was there again the next night, and they had a fire. And the fire was bigger, and everybody's sitting around the fire, and all of a sudden these fireworks started going off. Scared the shit out of everybody.
Oh my god.
It was wild.
You said this is at Dayton's?
Yeah.
Have you had any crazy fireworks stories?
Merrick snapped one of those like snappers in my ear when we were like 9, and I was like, dude, that really, really hurt.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hurt as in loud ringing or legit almost burned your ear?
Just the ringing.
Okay.
I have like super sensitive ears.
Yeah. Dang, that's
Doing
crazy.
that at the concert the other day.
What concert?
The one that I shot at.
Oh, that's right. So wait, yeah. Tell us really quick. What was that all about?
So Friday night.
That's super interesting.
Yeah, Friday night. These people, they're called Young Heavy Souls. It's a collective based out of Detroit. And my sister like shot for them and like wrote for them years back, like when she was in college. And it's a bunch of guys and girls that make music from like Detroit. And my sister just kind of linked me up with this guy Matt, and he's like, yeah, we could, like, he can come and shoot at this show. The guy Jeff, you've heard his songs before.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna try to say.
We'll add it in the description if anyone wants to listen.
He like moved out to Portland a year ago, and like this is his homecoming. It was his 30th birthday. Anyways, it was like a show with like 5 people, and I shot photos and videos.
That's awesome.
And I was like just camping next to the speaker. And I was like, oh, I have a big headache.
You should get some earplugs or something.
I know I'm going.
Because that's bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was an experience, but.
Mm-hmm. This is going back to fireworks stories, but I just randomly thought of this. So both of there's kids in my neighborhood, Adam and Pete. And so Pete was a ridiculous firework guy. Just his dad was super into it. He was super into it. And so when we finished 4th of July, there was always a ton of leftover. And there was one year where we decided to he had firecrackers. He had everything. And so we cut like a 2-liter bottle or some sort of like Coke bottle in a way. And
I thought it was a tennis ball.
That might have been on top. It was all this. It was a lot of duct tape. There was a lot of stuff like that. And so we took apart these basically fireworks. We took the gunpowder out. We were taking all this stuff, mixing it in it, and we had all this crazy stuff. And so it's wicked up. We have literally a wick to light it, and there's tennis. I don't even completely remember what was on it. And so we take it to the corner of our neighborhood, away from all the houses and everything, and we're so pumped to light this thing. We're like, what's going to happen, dude? We put so much stuff into this. And so we light it and everything, and all it does is this just massive flame. And that's literally it. And it burned for literally like an hour.
Anticipation.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be this massive explosion. We were literally probably 500 feet away. We were so scared.
What's Pete doing nowadays?
I don't know. Well, Adam and Pete. Oh my god.
No, I'm just making the fireworks.
Oh, Jesus.
I had to go there.
Him and Adam are actually both in Colorado, but they're different areas. I don't think they really see each other that much, but yeah.
I actually do have a fireworks story. One time, so I'm like the youngest kid in my neighborhood, like of the group that I hung out with. And I hung out with people who were like 5-6 years older. Mm-hmm. So like usually they're getting into stuff that like I probably shouldn't be a part of.
Right, you're smoking cigarettes at age 7. Anyway.
Not exactly that, but like sort of.
Just about.
And so there was these guys that lived across from one of my neighbors, Colin, and these guys were like legit 20. And one day around the 4th of July, we're all out playing airsoft, and like one of them starts yelling at us. And we start yelling at them. We have our airsoft guns, and they're across the street, and we start shooting at them. They come out with firecrackers. They're like throwing fireworks at us, and they're like exploding near cars, like in the driveway. I remember specifically one landed right in front of me, and just exploded. And like my ears were ringing, and like I literally felt like I was in Call of Duty.
There's a common thread between all of Andrew's stories.
His ears are ringing.
Ears are ringing.
Sensitive ears, I'm telling you. But yeah, that's my fireworks story.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was
just
pretty.
Tossing them like grenades.
Like thinking back on it, it's like, what the hell? Like since everyone's older, I was like, I guess this is what you do when you're older.
Yeah. And back when Michigan had the law against fireworks, we would get fireworks from Tennessee and then bring them back, and we would have our
Tennessee.
mini.
You go all the way to Tennessee, you get them in Ohio. So trip.
No, they're better in Tennessee.
They're better. Everything's better. No, we had my grandparents lived in Tennessee, so we would go there around this time and bring them back.
Tennessee, that's random shit.
Anywho, there was one year we got it was literally a tank. It was no bigger than my hand, like.
Dude, just there's some crazy firecrackers out there.
So yeah,
fireworks.
Yeah, so
crackers.
And we lit this tank, and we had no idea what to expect. I mean, whatever. And so this thing had wheels on the bottom, so we light it in the middle of our driveway, and this thing just starts driving around firing these fireworks out of this
Like a
tank.
little.
Everyone's running around like crazy. My mom's running around. My dad's running around. It was insane. And luckily, nothing hit the house, but it
That's
was
awesome.
absolutely unpredictable. It was spinning in circles, firing.
Who would
it
buy
was
that?
yeah,
Like,
we
why
did.
is that a good idea to make?
I don't know. I didn't. I think we thought it was just gonna sit there and fire
Right.
or whatever, and it was just gonna. Yeah, it's not the case.
Definitely.
That's funny.
Yeah. Good old 4th of July.
Yeah.
But okay, let's get to our poll before we forget to touch on this. So, would you rather, and this is the first time Andrew's heard this, would you rather experience the beginning of planet Earth or the end of planet Earth? And we had 8 votes. A solid,
Huge turnout.
Huge turnout. And 88% said beginning, 12% said the end.
Am I going first?
Yeah.
So I need to ask, like, the beginning of planet Earth, like, what are we talking about?
Right, that's kind of what I thought too. Because, like, that could
The
mean,
end,
like,
there's like a definite end. Like the end, you
the
can
beginning
say,
is like the formation.
I'm
of,
thinking.
which is like
I'm
nothing,
thinking
yeah.
I'm thinking beginning
think
personally of civilization.
of
okay.
civilization.
I think you
Whoa,
say, like,
that-
civil-
Well,
I thought
no,
you were
that's
gonna say
extremely
civil rights
broad.
for a second.
No,
No,
no, that's not extreme. Like,
I'm not saying that
the
actually.
beginning of planet Earth. I like.
Does that include like dinos?
I would say way before
Yeah,
dinos.
Yeah.
like single
Like-
celled.
Yeah, like before even there's any like living things. Basically,
Oh,
that's what I would think.
everybody thinks beginning is dope.
See,
I think
I would
otherwise.
pick the end.
I would totally pick the end.
Good to see we voted.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah,
Your fans suck.
well, no, the beginning though. What do you do?
There's nothing to do. The
You
end
probably
would be so
die.
fun.
I couldn't survive out there.
Like I basically know how everything went down. I don't know how it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I can.
it'd be epic.
It'd be so epic.
Gosh, to see how that all turns
Like,
out.
do we get hit by a huge meteor?
Yeah,
Like,
do
I
we
don't
have an
know.
ice age? Do we?
I don't know.
To see
I
how
just
that
wanna
turns
know.
I
out.
kind of want the end to come.
You know what I mean?
And also, I guess it is planet Earth. So who knows what the technology's at? Is that in 300 years? Is that in 100 years?
Stephen
Is that-
Hawking came out and said that we only have 100 years left on Earth.
I'm good with that.
Yes, your kids
That
are gonna
sounds
be the last
fine.
generation.
I don't know. We'll
That's
figure
kind
out.
of like
SpaceX will figure.
I
something
don't
out.
really like. If it's not in my lifetime, that's cool. But then like once you think about it, like holy shit, like all right, if I have kids, like they won't. Like I don't know.
Well, dude, they figured it out in Interstellar. So I assume
Great.
If Matthew McConaughey can figure it out,
Then anybody
there's somebody
can.
out there.
Fun fact: the poster that I drew on for the
Was
video.
Interstellar, I
Yep.
saw that.
There was? You
Yeah.
drew on the back of the Interstellar?
Well, no, I have one that's on the wall, but another one like got all wet and it was all like crinkled
Gotcha.
up. So
Gotcha.
and it was like harder. So
I still rock that poster in my room.
It's a great poster.
Great poster.
Great movie too.
Yeah, I think honestly that's my favorite movie. If I was to, it's always tough because I have favorite
Really?
comedies, favorite this and that.
That's
but if I was to say like, yeah, what's your favorite movie? I'd probably go Interstellar.
wow.
Do you have a standout beside? Well, yeah, I guess not besides, but
Apollo 13, of course.
Jonah legit during exam week where everyone's like, oh, college kids have to study 24 hours a day. Jonah had a huge exam, and I'm pretty sure you watched Apollo 13 twice before your exams.
All I need to do to study. No, I'm
Literally watched
kidding. No, I don't
the
think
movie
that-
twice, back to back, and then
Not
went to his
even
exam.
remotely
We need the
close to how
fact
that
checker.
went down.
You spit some BS.
Maybe
Something
during
like
exam
that.
week, I turned it on and would intermittently watch it. I never sat down and watched it start to finish. I would pause it, and then when I would come back, I would start it back up. So he would catch me on multiple different occasions watching it, but it was never sitting down watching the full movie, then doing something else, then sitting down and watching it again.
But the reason I say that is I think I saw you watching. I sat in for like the beginning, and then I did my own whatever. Came back, and then you were like behind from where I saw, and I was like, "Whoa, this is your second time watching this today." And,
No, I would never watch it twice in a day. Or let me rephrase that. I didn't watch it twice in a day. I would.
do you have a favorite movie if that stands out to you?
Probably Hot Rod. I don't know. I can't get myself to like sit down and watch a movie.
It's It's been
I have a hard time to sit down and watch a movie I've never seen before. Like, unless it's in theaters. Like, I'm always kind of like, all right, like, I like this movie. I'm going to sit down and watch it. It's always kind of like a risk sitting down and watching a movie I've never seen.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
And it's like a commitment. Like,
It's such a commitment. I just watch.
I don't
YouTube
mind,
videos
like,
all day.
when I turn on a movie I've seen before, I feel
expect.
no obligation to finish it when I'm done with it.
And that's key.
Whatever. But, like, if I'm watching a movie I've never seen before, I got to sit down and watch the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Especially if you paid for it.
Right.
Put Locker. I kind of want to start touching on a couple of my... Oh, a really quick firework 4th of July thing I heard from a firefighter himself. Actually.
Real life firefighter down at the station.
Down at the station. He was telling me that... I did not know this, but you can set fireworks off 24 hours before, 24 hours after the 4th of July. So the 4th of July is this coming Tuesday. So Monday you can set them off whenever you want, and Wednesday you can set them off whenever you want.
Okay, my question is, like, what are the rules not on those 3 days? Like, are you not allowed to put them off, like, late at night?
All I'm
like,
getting at is...
like, I'm confused on how the law changes just between those 3 days.
Well, so they have a law because everybody calls because people set them off on
noise
Monday.
Complaints.
People call for noise complaints constantly, and they go, we legally can't do anything. But I think outside of those times,
Gotcha.
It's just like, noise complaint, you have to stop, or whatever that might be.
I gotcha.
But that's crazy. I didn't know you could literally be setting fireworks off for 72 hours.
Pete's probably doing that.
Pete! No, that was just a little tidbit, but what do I want to bring up? So I guess I'll tell you. Yesterday, I was in Bay City. I went up to cover the Bay City fireworks. Which, have you guys ever been to Bay City?
Mm-hmm. It's on the way to Augrey.
Have you?
I don't
It
believe
is
so.
so cool.
I mean, I haven't been there in a while.
I thought it was unbelievable.
But you're going on like the biggest day of the year.
No, I
for
know,
that.
I know. But it would be like a really cool place to go up, grab a penny board, and just ride around the whole Bay City, because it's all these little shops, little stores, little coffee places.
Yeah, we used to stop and get coffee on the way up to my grandpa's.
Yeah, it was really cool. But so there was over 200,000 people at these fireworks, these Bay City fireworks, which is
It's a lot
crazy.
of people.
That's a lot of
200,000?
200,000, over 200,000.
Well, you said 200,000?
Or 20,000?
Over 200,000
We're in it.
is what a
Dude,
guy
that's so...
told me.
Who?
One of the station guys. I don't know.
Is it?
One of the news guys. I don't know what
news.
to tell you.
That I would be appalled. 200,000 people is so much.
That's so many.
Yeah.
No, dude, 20,000 probably. Think about okay, that's 10 of the the palace.
How much does Big House hold?
100,000.
Two big houses. That's not that bad.
4 days ago, Bay City Fireworks Festival hopes to attract 300,000 people.
What?
Over 200,000. There you go.
What?
There you have it.
I guess I've been sleeping on these
insane.
fireworks.
Dude, they were
My dad always talked
unbelievable.
about like taking my grandpa's boat down there, docking it, and watching the fireworks.
Yeah, there was so many people on the river. It was so cool, honestly.
Probably couldn't move in the water. Like,
Yeah.
the boats were probably like...
They were close, but not obnoxiously close.
Have you ever been on the lake when, like, a ton of boats just go in, like, the sandbar?
Yeah.
Like, that's so much
Oh,
fun.
I
That's so
want
cool.
to.
Torch.
Have you done that?
It's so fun.
Torch is huge. I went up and we did it. I don't remember what lake it was. It was good. It was around this time. It was like on the 3rd. But we weren't drinking. But, I mean, not that you have to drink to have a good time. But
Yeah.
It makes it a lot better.
It makes it.
It would have been fun if we were.
I was
just-
with David Wakefield and then his dad and then all of his dad's friends, and David and I weren't drinking. And like we walked around and had fun, but like if it was like the boys and we were getting dirty.
That would be bad.
I just think about how many people are pissing in the water.
Yeah, well,
It doesn't
whatever.
bother me.
It doesn't
I'm one of
bother
them.
me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me. I'm just thinking
among-
about it.
Uh-huh.
But
I was
Torch
like-
is on another level.
It's like in Mexico. The pool gets about 10 degrees warmer when you get up to the pool bar.
Yeah, and I'm okay with it because I do the same thing. It's just a part
I
of it.
can't be pissed at them for doing it.
But yeah. So there was 200,000 people there. It was insane. I was actually mostly working in the promotions tent. So I was sitting there, and we had a wheel that spun. So you spin this wheel, and then you get free prizes, basically. And then we were giving out glow sticks, 3D glasses. I guess...
Shitty prizes. No.
Shitty prizes. I guess I haven't... I didn't try it, because literally we gave away every single pair. But you're supposed to watch fireworks with 3D glasses. I guess it's supposed to be super cool.
Really?
Beats me.
That sounds wild.
I know, and those things are weird to look through. I'm not kidding. Like,
Wait, is it like the blue and red?
I'm
film
talking
ones?
the old ones that you would put on when you were 8
Like
in
the
the
paper
theater.
ones.
The paper ones, and it's pretty trippy. But anyways, moving on. The fireworks were crazy, and we had to work with that production and all that. And so I was driving back with the IT guy, and we took like M15 and we went by all the windmills and things. And he was telling me that when you go around those windmills in those fields and there is so many dead birds everywhere. And I guess they kill an obnoxious amount of birds. And people are starting to be like, hey, do we really need these? Because it's literally taking out like hundreds of birds.
Well, yeah, but I feel
you
like
go under it, there's piles of them.
Yeah, but I feel like you can say that about any industry.
Yeah.
Like the oil industry has to kill millions of animals.
Of
It's
fish
horrible.
or
It's
whatever,
terrible. It's terrible for the environment. How many things does it kill just because it pollutes the environment?
It's just the lesser of two evils.
Right. I feel like, yeah, I'll take the birds.
Yeah.
Less birds.
Yeah, what do the birds get killed by that much? The birds don't have that big of a threat, do they?
No.
Windows.
Yeah.
Windows. Yeah.
I told the story on the podcast about when one flew in my car, right?
You did.
Yeah, you definitely did.
It was wild.
It was crazy. This is an unrelated, but I went to a vet to talk about dogs freaking out for fireworks, and the vet referred to her dogs as patients, which is understandable. I mean, that's true.
I get no. I don't
But
know.
when it's in conversation and you're not expecting it, it was so weird because she was like, yeah, fireworks really get my patients. They go absolutely insane. And multiple patients have killed themselves from fireworks. And she's going on and on, talking on camera, saying this. I'm looking around
Wait,
like,
can dogs commit suicide?
well, no. She goes, yeah, they run into glass. And she considered that committing suicide
No,
and like
that's not
splitting.
suicide.
But
You
they
don't
just
know what
freak
the
out
dog's
so
thinking.
much, and but gosh, it was really weird. It caught me completely off guard, and I thought I'd share that with you guys.
Thank you. Segues.
Yeah, totally.
Speaking of patients, I had 2 little kids vomit in the urgent care today.
On the floor.
Everywhere.
Wow. Is that
one,
like normal?
One, I've never seen that happen before.
2 in
It
one
was
day.
2. It was 2 within an hour of each other.
Huh.
One kid was just standing at the checkout desk. His mom was like talking to me, and all of a sudden he just vomited all over the floor.
Ew.
And then the second time, there was a little girl. She was standing on the scale. She was.
Was she like sit like?
And like I rushed over a trash can and got there like a split second too late. But like I got most of it. So.
That's unbelievable.
But it was wild. Yeah, some weird stuff happened today.
Really? What
It
else?
was a weird day. I don't know. It's a weird.
spill that.
It's a weird balancing act of like talking about it because like I can't say a whole
HIPAA.
lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, if I told
yeah.
you I'd have to kill you, no big
Yeah.
deal. But
You can.
yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I guess that's a good point. I was gonna ask something, but I can't really.
I was listening to the podcast from you guys last week, so I was listening to it yesterday. I don't remember. I was like just thinking of something I was gonna bring up, and I just forgot it. So.
Oh, cool.
Oh, thanks for sharing
I
that.
was,
Andrew.
no, I was hoping like, when I would say that.
You
I'd
didn't
come
write
back.
it down?
No, like it literally came up while you were talking right there. I can't think of what it was.
If you remember it,
Yeah.
let us know.
Well, I want to make sure that people know, just so to reinforce, we actually just recently got done watching Andrew's video that you said you put in 60 hours?
Many hours.
Many
yeah. I mean,
hours.
so I took a week
Tell
off.
us a little bit about that.
I took a week off from the video last week because it was the halfway point, and I was like, I really don't want to rush this one that I want to be good.
Totally.
And like I figured if it's gonna be like that for forever, that's the foam right there.
It's a nice little head.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I spent a shitload of time on it. Like I worked on it all last week, all this week, and it's just like, I don't know. I really struggled with like finishing this video because I tried to make it like a cohesive story.
Yeah.
And I'm
it's
pretty
not
happy
easy.
with it, and that's a rarity. So
I
Yeah.
really like the ending.
I was absolutely blown away. Yeah, the pictures was so cool at the
But
end.
the whole thing was just.
The pictures especially, I couldn't stop. I like couldn't stop smiling when I was watching it. It was really cool.
yeah, no, I love that song, and it's funny because like I really like music, and I'll like that song I first heard 3-4 years ago, and I was like, oh, I got to use this in something. But at the time, it was when I was making Call of Duty videos, so I was like, I'll use this in a Call of Duty video. Well, fast forward to now, and I use it in that video. The reason why I did the whole picture thing is because the song is hitting so quick.
It's
that
perfect.
If it's like with a video, the video seems slow.
It would have been good for Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I liked it. But yeah, and I really liked. You commented on the last song as well, not the like very last song, but I like that one a lot.
You were telling me, you texted me the other day, and you said I got unbelievable music for you or something.
Yeah.
What is that? I have no idea.
I've been
what this
just
is about.
finding some good music around the internet.
Is it on your SoundCloud or anything? Or?
It's on everywhere, dude.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of, at the concert, there's this one guy, like, so this, I think his name is Doc Illingsworth. He's, like, on Spotify and stuff. He's one of the guys that performed. His raps were so funny. The crowd was just cracking up.
What?
It was
Was it a slower beat like Lil Dicky? That's why.
Not really. It was
Okay.
it was a slower beat, but not like his style. And it wasn't like, I like Lil Dicky, but it's kind of like corny jokes.
And what's his name? Sorry, I just
Doc Illingsworth.
Doc Illingsworth.
Yeah,
Alright.
we'll play it after the podcast.
Yeah,
We'll do a little
no,
jam
totally.
session. But yeah.
Cool, bro. Yeah, that's awesome. And what's next from here? Since you're halfway done, are you gonna continue making videos for the rest of the year?
Yeah, that's the
Every
plan.
Sunday?
Yeah, it's daunting, but I mean, it was daunting to start it, and I don't know. You just make it happen, I guess. And like I have like vague ideas of like things like this where I just write like down like 3 words, like, oh, this would be a cool movie idea.
Yeah.
And then like sometimes it's like, oh no, that sucks. Not gonna do that. And then sometimes it's just something random pops up. But yeah.
Yeah, actually Holmes was texting me about starting to create video. I mean, you would be a great person to ask in the way that he's asking me like, if I make, he has kind of like a cheap camera or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, what software do I kind of use? And of course I would suggest like a Premiere or Adobe Premiere, or I said iMovie would be a fine place to start, and I don't know. I was just gonna kind of see if you had any random things you knew.
I mean, just start. Like, I don't know if does Holmes listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Just start. Like, that's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the movie ideas that I was gonna do. Is I was gonna shoot one with my iPhone, the entire thing with my iPhone.
Yeah, that's
I
what's
thought
so
you
cool.
did do that.
Maybe I did like a while. I like brought that up as a concept in a little part of one. But I was gonna do an entire thing. Like I was gonna do it for like when I went on one of my trips or something, like a bigger video.
Yeah.
But just with the iPhone, edit it all on the iPhone.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool because you can do the iMovie on the iPhone.
Exactly. Because it's literally like so like Holmes is probably like, oh, I don't want to do this because I don't have the best editing software. I don't have the best camera. I feel the same exact way. I look at cameras every day, like, dude, and like the quality, I don't think it looks good enough on my videos right now. But that doesn't matter. No one really notices. You guys didn't notice. So
no, not at
the
all.
biggest thing is just starting.
It looks unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like like I said, I tried to make like a story out of this video, and like the whole because I really feel this way with like the whole marathon analogy, where it's like a lot of people obviously forget about their New Year's resolutions and kind of just stop it.
Yeah.
But in the amount of time that you like did or didn't do something well with the first
Still
half
have
of
that
your
much
year,
time.
you still have the exact same amount, and it can feel like less because it's like, oh, I've already wasted so much time.
Yeah.
But that was kind of
It's a
like
cool way to look at it.
I really
that
like
was the
looking
thought
at it
behind
like
the
that.
video.
Yeah.
So
Like why not just start now
yeah,
if you failed or whatever that might be, but.
special guest.
Looks like
What's
Papa
up, man?
B
Uh-oh.
is coming down for
No cookies. Are you kidding me?
I thought it was cookies.
I just have one quick question.
Totally.
Yeah, I was thinking about it earlier in the sense around the videos. Your drone,
Yeah.
do you have is there airspace laws that you have to follow with that, or like did you already talk about this on
No.
the podcast?
No, no.
Oh, I didn't know the
Yes.
smirk. But you don't follow them.
Because technically you are. If you're in a public area, if you're
Right,
in,
yeah, that's why I was asking. Like, when I was watching the video, I
For
saw
5
one,
miles.
you were right next to a telephone, or like a cell tower.
Yep.
And so that made me think. Like,
That's on top of Pine Knob.
oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah.
But,
So
so I just
So
didn't
what the
know.
laws are is it's 120 meters. That's like as high as you're supposed to go. And
Does it tell you on your drone?
on the drone it says how high you are, and like when you're flying in certain airspaces, like you have to click a thing on the app that says like I acknowledge that I'm complying with the laws or whatever. It's really serious, but
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure airspace is
Yeah.
I know.
legit.
like I don't know, towards the end you saw that shot that I was in Detroit.
Yeah.
That was during the fireworks, and that was a little nerve wracking because there
I
was
bet.
like
A ton of
helicopters
people, right.
everywhere. So I was riding really low, just being cautious because I mean it's super dangerous. But the odds of something like that happening are very low. But you
No, but if
still
it
want to
did,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you're.
And I was so curious at the news station why they didn't have a drone. Like no one knows how to fly a drone at this day, and you think that'd be such a
you
great
think that's
thing.
something they would
It's
have.
not hard to do. Just
It's
tell them
not.
to get one.
And I
Tell
guess
them to
they
let you
are
fly.
soon. I guess they are soon, but a big reason is they almost can't legally fly if they're 5 miles from Bishop Airport.
Yeah, and that's where
And-
you have a lot of your stuff.
And the majority of our stories are around Flint, and
Yeah.
so they can't technically
I didn't
fly.
think about that.
yeah,
that
so
it's kind of like, yeah.
in Lansing, it's illegal for me to fly. In East Lansing, it's illegal as well.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The
Because of
school.
the airport right there, or what?
Well, the East for Lansing, yes. East Lansing is just like a school rule. It's on the website. You have to like talk to someone.
Dang.
Yeah. So I was gonna.
is it like a privacy issue, or?
No,
I
no,
don't
it's
know.
like an issue of they have a UAV, unmanned air vehicle, that's like doing stuff for. It's a part of like the geology department that's like
Oh.
running tests, and you'll see it flying around campus.
Really?
That's interesting.
Yeah,
And this is
it's
how
really
like
big.
how okay. I was gonna
It's
say,
big.
that's how
Like
big.
a lot of people mistake it for a plane.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's big. So that's one main reason, and like they don't want people flying drones over the football games because so many fucking people.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be an issue.
Yeah. So a lot of those shots in there were technically illegal. Like I don't know if you saw the one in my house.
Yeah,
That-
that looked really high. that one made me think. So I was like,
super illegal. Yeah.
Have you considered ever getting a license? Like
I'm
a pilot license?
I'm FAA certified. It's like $5 to click a button online. It's just a little money grab.
yeah.
But I mean, so I'm.
I don't know how
certified.
pricey they are.
It's $5.
no the like
But
the
can you-
pilot's license.
can you get like? Can
It's
you
not.
buy
It's
like a
not.
higher
You don't get
airspace?
like a no.
I'm pretty sure he's taking
like
a
a-
class. The guy I was talking to.
It's a there's a commercial thing. Maybe that's what he's talking about. I mean, you have to take classes to like fly real like helicopters and stuff. I don't know.
No, he was saying that the station's getting a drone. They're getting like 3 drones and training like 5 people or so.
That's so ridiculous. It's
It's just a
easy to
waste
do.
of money.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
like yeah, that just pisses me off because it's like it's so easy to fly. If you don't touch anything,
yeah.
it stays right here.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. So I don't know if there's a. Is it like a pilot's license? Because I even
It's
had a guy
literally-
at Central.
it's FAA,
He
which is-
lost his pilot's license. He got certified and had his pilot's license to fly his drone anywhere, pretty much. And he lost it, and he's freaking out. He's like,
Who's
"Is it
this
in your
guy?
car? Is it?" It was a guy at Central that actually filmed.
maybe it was a was it,
Remember my drone?
yeah, you can
news
get a
story?
commercial one, which might give you some different things.
I think that maybe is
Give you
what
more
he's got.
access or something.
Yeah, but I think they still don't want you going above 120 meters. But you know,
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do. I
That's
mean,
what life's about,
yeah.
bro.
yeah.
It's still pretty high though, like 120 meters.
It's like, yeah, what is it, like 500 feet?
Yeah, that's high enough.
Maybe a little less than 500 feet, but damn.
What-
man.
What 3 for 120?
A meter's 3 feet.
About 400 feet.
Right? No, I'm wrong.
Dude, just look it up on your thing real quick.
About
If you
400.
type it into Google,
It's no
it'll-
worries. 400
I don't
feet.
need it. Yeah, we're good.
Anyways, yeah, it's hot.
We'll eyeball it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you guys what happened during the fireworks, right? Yeah, I did. The shooting.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That was
Oh, and you were with a
Suspect.
bunch of police.
yeah,
Yeah, the guy just skirted out of
Peeled
there,
out.
right?
yeah. Get in the car, and like you can hear terror in someone's voice.
Rewind. I guess just
Okay,
explain
yeah,
this
I'll
first.
tell the
There's no
podcast.
backdrop.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So Detroit has fireworks. I think they're actually having some tomorrow night as well. They have 2 times a year, and it's a huge event.
Yeah.
Definitely more than 200,000 people. I'm just kidding.
That's weak shit.
Yeah, no, but the one fact I do know is there's 1,200 cops down there.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. And so it was right by Hart Plaza. And me and David were down taking some pictures, flying the drone, having a good time. And we're trying to find a spot, and it's just super crowded in Hart Plaza, and it's literally just people like sardines. I'm like, all right, this isn't cool. So we're walking around, and we see this area, and I'm like, oh, this would be a really cool view. There's a nice like concrete wall that could set the camera on, get some time-lapse action. And we walk in there, and there's security guards, but they don't say anything to us. And like we were kind of just like looking curious while we were walking in, like almost like we were walking through.
Yeah.
Let us in. Fast forward an hour and a half later, we're with all police and their families. And we're like, all right, this is cool. And
Protect.
yeah, and then we're back to the part where the guy like screams, "Get in the car!" And this is like 5 minutes before the fireworks go off. And then they were like look at each other, and everyone's like, "Okay, that was weird. Like, I don't know if we didn't know." So I go up to this lady. I was like, "Hey, like, what was going on?" She's like, "There were shots fired, and we don't really know what's up." So
basically, right next to you.
like, yeah. And so we're like, all right, well, we're going to stay for the
Oh,
fireworks.
so did you not really notice because fireworks were in general going off?
Well, it was really loud, like, anyways.
Okay.
I didn't hear, like shots fired.
But this guy just screamed, "Get in the car!" and
Well, yeah,
peeled out,
well,
and
he
then
was
that's
a
when you
police
asked.
officer.
He was a police. He got
but he was
over the
off
radio.
duty. So he heard
Like,
about it.
he would have got
Gotcha.
radio.
He
Yeah.
took off to go
Yeah.
take it. For some reason, I didn't process that when you
I
first
think
telling
he
it.
was just taking off to get out, like, to try and, like, get away. I
Oh,
think.
my.
I don't know. Because he, like, so he was in literally a Ford Escape, like, not marked as a police car. It just said K9 unit on the side. And, like, it wasn't, like, one of those undercover looking ones. It was literally just, like, they put K9 on the side. Anyways, so we're freaking out. And then we look down. And in the parking lot, there's, like, 5 or 6 officers with AR-15s, like, holding them up. At this point, it's dark. It's
Eesh.
pitch black. And they have their flashlights looking around the parking lot, hiding behind cars.
with
leaving-
AR-15.
And David and I'm taking a time lapse, so I can't be taking pictures. I said, David, you got this long ass lens. You got to take some pictures of these guys. You might be sending it to ABC 12.
That's ignorant.
Yeah, so that was. My parents don't know about that, so good thing they don't listen to this. So then let me go back. But yeah, so that's my fun fireworks story.
No, that's actually unbelievable. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, Detroit's getting better, no doubt.
See, this is like in New York, people get shot every day.
Yeah.
It's just like there's so many
It's
people
just a
down there.
bad
And I mean, dude, it happens anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you're not gonna go like into the like neighborhoods of Detroit, but like, I mean, if I get shot by a stray bullet,
Yeah.
I get shot by a stray bullet. Like,
No, I don't like. I'm down there like pretty frequently. I never feel unsafe when I'm there.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Ever. No matter where I'm at. No, like in Midtown especially, but like when I'm downtown or like
yeah,
I never feel
It's a
unsafe.
great place to be,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. One really interesting fact the guy told me driving, whatever. Apparently, Grand Rapids and Flint started about the same time. Like the whole kind of city buildings and
Yeah.
we're coming up around the same time. And it's just very interesting now to look in retrospect to see where Grand Rapids is. Possibly the most inviting, grossing city that
Right.
new people can go.
Yeah.
And then you can compare that to Flint. But, I mean, I don't know.
'cause
Hopefully
like,
things turn around.
it was a whole automotive thing.
Yeah,
Like, when
and
they
then
had
it just
last one and
tanked.
stuff. Vehicle City.
Yeah. But, yeah, things are super run down there. But, I mean, hopefully it'll get all figured out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I actually took a picture of this. I meant to send it to you. On the way to my dad's buildings is like the new water treatment plant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for
I guess,
Flint.
I don't know if you've heard about it. I guess
I don't remember
the
that.
state is suing Flint now, apparently. So Flint
Apparently
was...
there's like I don't know the exact number. I don't want to say the wrong number, but there's like many other cities that have way higher levels than Flint.
Oh, yeah.
Like in
Don't-
Michigan and like
Really? Where?
Like,
there's like at least 20 or 30. I thought it was more than that.
oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't mean to sound bad in any way, but I don't think the lead levels are that high in Flint.
No, I think it was a little bit of I think it was a little bit dramatized.
Huh.
Anywho, the state it's not in terms of lead limits, I guess. So they're switching. So the reason this all happened, the reason the whole Flint water crisis happened was they've been on Detroit water since the start of Flint. They've been getting water literally from Detroit. And so they decided to switch over to their own water system in Flint.
Yep.
And that's when they started to get these high lead levels.
Well, aren't their pipes fucked up too? Like, isn't that a big issue?
Yeah, and I think what they say is the lead screwed up all the pipes, all this and that is all messed up.
The pipes got bad.
I think that's what I've heard. I'm not 100% sure how that all works, but yeah, so they switched over to Flint water and that all got messed up, and so obviously it's crazy. I don't know if you guys know about this, but they have water stations everywhere where you can I could go up, sign something, and grab 4 cartons of water and just walk away.
Is that like donations?
Everywhere. They open
Red
at
Cross and stuff like that.
they
I mean,
open
those
at
are the
11
biggest deal.
a.m.
Yeah.
Or they open at 10 a.m. and they're there till 4 p.m. and you can just grab water whenever you want. And literally, you drive around Flint and there's stacks of 32 water containers on people's porches everywhere because they just literally don't drink the water there.
Yeah. I'm terribly informed about that whole situation. Like, I know the premise of it, but I don't know too much about it. I know one thing I do know is someone from state won is Emmy the movie thing? They did a little
Emmy is
I think I heard about
TV,
this.
isn't it? Isn't Emmy's TV?
power outage.
Whoa.
Oh, we're in the dark.
We're still live.
Is this legit power outage?
Ah,
Whoa.
Man, that would have been cool.
That was weird. Dang. That was
hilarious.
wild. I can't believe that.
Are we live?
We live?
Yeah, that's funny.
So I was just kind of saying, so I guess Flint, though, the state has said, okay, you have to figure out if you're going to start cleaning up the whole Flint water, if you're going to figure out how that...
Nothing's really improved, right?
Not really. And
Well, I think the water treatment plant is almost done.
or they have to switch over to Detroit water again. And they can't make a decision. And so the state offered, or the governor offered, a 30-year plan or a 30-year contract to take care of all their water. And 30 years is a long time to lock into a water plan, I guess, and everything. And so all the commissioners in Flint were like, we want 5 years. We want something smaller, something so we can see how it is and then decide from there.
Yeah.
Which
You don't wanna lock
100%,
yourself in.
I don't blame them. I think it's great. But because they didn't figure things out or didn't come up with a plan by the deadline, now the state's suing them. And it's just all kind of a mess down there.
Politicking.
Wow.
It's
Politics.
exhausting. I know. It's hard to put yourself in. It's just exhausting.
Yep.
And I don't mean to constantly talk, but speaking of politicking,
Let me get a sip of this beer.
speaking of politicking, the Chris Christie just so apparently there's a similar situation in what I was saying.
Deep shit.
What I was saying with Flint in the way that they had to do something with budgeting for parks or along those lines.
I think what his problem is something with a bridge. I think he
yeah.
I think he cut some corners.
He has a weight problem too.
Well, yeah, that's its own separate.
You got
issue.
liposuction and then got fat
fatter.
again.
Keep going.
I think he cut some corners with this big bridge project. I'm not very well versed on it, but I know he's in some hot water for it.
Yeah, I think people say he's the most hated governor of all
People
time.
hate him,
Everybody hates him.
except for Trump.
But so apparently, I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's the bridge. I don't know what it is exactly. But I guess all the parks in New York are not allowed. They're closed. You're literally not allowed to be in the parks right now.
Central Park included.
You can't. They're like closing them down. You won't be able to go in them for 4th of July or something like that.
Why?
Why? Yeah, why?
Which is some.
He just made that ruling. Is that his determination, or is it because something happened, or?
It's similar to what I was just saying with the whole Flint thing. I guess they proposed to the commissioners of, I guess, New York or New Jersey or just, I don't know.
Wouldn't be New Jersey.
Not New Jersey. They proposed to the commissioners, you have to figure something out by this date. And they haven't figured anything
called their
out.
bluff.
And so they said, if you don't figure it out, then we have to close these. and they still haven't figured it out, so they literally closed them.
But how do they close the parks?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
How can the state not figure that out? Like, they're state-owned parks.
And I have a very hard time believing that the parks are closed.
this is what my dad literally told me about 30 minutes ago,
Bring
45
Scott
minutes
for-
ago
He's
at
right
dinner.
here.
We should have had him just talk
he's right
about
here.
that.
Come bring him out. He's getting he's pumping some iron down
Dude, he
here.
went back upstairs.
I don't think so.
I'm positive.
I don't know.
No, dude, he's not down here.
He's in a quick pump, a real quick pump.
No, he's not down. He went back upstairs.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say.
I don't know. I want to
my
look
sister's
more
at the
into
beach,
it.
which obviously
I
is
want to
in the
look
park,
way
but-
more into it. But that's apparently what Scotty was just telling me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which I don't know. I don't
Have
know
you
what to
been
about
reading any books recently?
it.
Playing RuneScape
No,
instead?
not really, dude. Actually, I've been hardcore addicted to RuneScape.
Respect it.
Which is okay. I mean, it's a nice to take a little break. It's summer.
That's
I
why I was hanging out
ease
with
my brain.
Hardball this week.
Yeah, family camp, right?
Chilling with Hardball. We go to this camp every year. It's called Camp Michigania. It's up in Boyne City.
Okay.
And you go it's like a Saturday thing. It's for like Michigan alumni, which neither of my parents are, but my dad works at the University of Michigan, so we get in. But we've been going for as long as I can remember. This was our 17th year going, 16th year going. And all of a sudden we're there. It's the first day, Saturday. Like, I don't even think we've had dinner yet.
Yeah.
And my two younger sisters and my cousin run back, and they're like, "Hey, Harbaugh's up at the Ed Center," which is like the main building, and everybody's like, "Shut the fuck up!" They're like, "No, we're serious." Like, "No, you're not." Like, turns out Harbaugh's attending the camp, attends it the whole week as a normal camper. I eat every single meal in the same dining room as him. He's waiting in the same omelet line as I am to get
hilarious.
food.
And if you...
And I was sitting down. Yeah, sorry. We were sitting
I
down eating
interrupted.
dinner, and his wife and like a couple of his kids sat at the other end of our table, and then my uncle is like, and so like Hardball loves media. Like,
Yeah.
if there's a camera, his face is on it. So like it's like his week. It's like his week away. I saw that. It's like his week away, and he goes to the one place where every single person there knows who he is and absolutely loves him. Like, die-hard Michigan fans. And so he goes there
funny.
and just got his dick sucked the whole time he was there.
I didn't think
But my uncle is so like just starstruck when he's in his presence. Like my uncle, who's he's a judge. Like he's very like cool, calm
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Like just standing in the middle of the mess hall, like waiting for Hardball to like walk by him. Like it was really weird.
That's hilarious.
It was so funny. We were messing with him the whole time. Like we're like, oh shit, where's Dave? I'm like, oh, he's probably up in a tree somewhere watching Hardball. Find Hardball, find Dave.
That's so funny. Do you guys have anybody like
cool.
that? Like that in particular?
I honestly can't see myself getting like that.
If you
like,
were-
over another human being.
If you were to list 3 people that you saw and you like lost it almost, like oh
I
my
mean,
God,
I don't know,
that's-
like in the moment maybe, but like I can't see myself getting that worked up over like just another person. Like you know, like even if they're like that successful, and, like,
who would just blow you away if you saw in public?
I don't know. They asked me that question when I was there, and I don't know if I have an answer. Like if I had to meet one person,
I think it'd be super sweet. I mean, you probably actually. I think Joe Rogan would be crazy to see. Tim Ferriss. I would love to just chat with Tim Ferriss. I think I talked to my mom about this, and yeah, I guess Casey Neistat would be pretty cool to see. You want to go to New York or something?
Yeah. I feel like I would definitely get like starstruck, or just I'm not like starstruck, but just like don't know what to say. It's like I already don't know what to say,
Yeah.
no, it'd be weird to like try to initiate a conversation,
especially like hey,
especially because like they don't give a fuck.
Like, I
You're
know-
another, you're
hey.
another
like you
random-ass
know
person.
them so
That's
well,
what I was
but they
about
don't
to
know
say.
you. And
Hey, I know everything about your life. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, like David and I have this inside, not to like bring it all back to me, but like David and I have this inside joke about like how when people bring up my videos to me, I don't know what to say because it's like, or like people like they kind of know me from them and I don't really know them, and like David has watched me multiple times in public. Like when people bring it up, I just like they say like some compliment or something, I just go yeah. Like it just
Dude, I feel
ruins
kind
it.
of similar. I don't talk about the podcast.
Yeah.
If somebody asks me about it, like, I don't really have anything to say.
Yeah, it's because it's like
Like, yeah, if you want, like, more information, like, just go look at it. Like,
yeah, like I
don't
think
know.
specifically what this is the worst thing is we were at a party at State and these two people came up and were like, hey, we watch your videos, and I literally went, oh, that's embarrassing. They were like, what? And then that was the end of that conversation.
Wait, was it like some babes? Was it?
It's people we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
keep going. I mean,
Yeah, well, just out of curiosity, what time we at?
We are currently 48 minutes.
Oh, we're cooking.
We are cruising, no doubt. Any current events you guys want to bring up that's happening right now?
I've kind of been out of the loop lately, to be honest
I'm
with
super out of the loop.
Same here. I've just been in the world of RuneScape. I'm highly addicted. Kind of taking a break from
Living.
living and just kind of enjoying my personal time, which is okay. It's nice to have a little hiatus, and then ready to buckle back down. But
Not sure what you mean by that, but okay.
all I'm saying is I was so caught up in having like these orderly thing, and don't get me wrong, I still like I'll make my bed every day just because I'm in one of the things I personally made a note of is I'm in my room for a good amount of the day, whether I'm working, whether I'm studying, I don't know.
You
I'm just,
do like everything in your room.
yeah, and if I was to sit there and my bed was unmade, it makes me feel less productive. It just doesn't feel as like a workplace. But if it's if like my bed's made, that's just a weird side note. But if my bed's made and I'm working in my room, it just makes me feel cleaner, makes me feel more focused. Just because,
Andrew and I are playing footsie.
Yeah.
just because the untidiness doesn't take away from my thinking or whatever that might be. But no, all I'm getting at though is I almost got like slightly burnt out from having all these daily things I had to do.
This story's going on so long.
I wish the people could have seen your face at that point. I was like, what is this?
Josh was like
event session?
rubbing his head, like looking like he was
"Is
just
he crying?"
laboring to get through this.
No, I don't know. I just had all these things. Oh, I can't even spit it out. What?
Keep going, keep going.
No, I just had all these things. I would always, in the back of my mind, be thinking, I got to make a video here. I got to do this.
that.
I got to make sure I do this
No,
and
I
that.
totally understand.
And I just kind of was like, you know what? It's summer. I'm going to get a membership on RuneScape.
You got a membership.
Oh, dude, totally. You can't play
Yeah,
that game
I'll
if
see
you
you
don't
guys
have a
later.
membership. I'm going to get a membership on RuneScape, and I'm just going to totally take a break from some stuff for a little bit. And honestly, it feels great.
Yeah.
So,
story
screw
about-
you guys.
No, you told it on the. You definitely told it on the podcast when I said something to the kid.
Yeah,
I was
I
peer reviewing
did.
his paper.
Yes.
I think you weren't here, but I told it.
Yeah, no, because I remember listening to it, and I wouldn't listen to it if I was on it.
Yeah. You don't listen to the podcast that you're on?
I've never listened to it.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. I don't. I use like that video. Like I
That was
it.
another question I was going to ask you is if like you watch it or like how long it took you before like you feel like comfortable like not bothered watching yourself because like I hate listening to myself. I refuse to do it.
Yeah, same. I hate like it
Really?
doesn't.
I
I thought it would get easier as it goes on.
No?
It doesn't. It does.
Oh,
not.
it 100% got easier for me once I heard it more.
I gotta like I have to force myself. I still haven't done this yet. One of the things I want to do is sit and watch all 20 or 28 that I've made and just take notes, like constructive notes.
Yeah.
But it's like I hate
That's a
I
it.
really
wouldn't be
smart
able to
thing
do
to
that.
do.
I hate it.
No.
And I
that's
mean,
terrible.
like I can listen to myself.
Like I
but
feel like you
watching
have to.
it-
I feel like you have to like, because you in a lot of your videos you're sitting in front of a camera talking. Like I feel like you kind of have a.
No matter what, you're almost watching
Yeah.
because you're editing it.
Yeah, but like
But you're not
it's
watching it
painful.
like that.
Once, yeah, you're.
Once
like,
you have
you're
it,
trying
you just
cut
wanna
it out. It's
forget
like,
about
okay,
it.
at this part, I look like a total idiot. I look like less of an idiot here. We'll keep this part. I mean, I hate it. I hate like watching myself on camera, but it sounds counterintuitive.
I differ in the fact that I don't mind my voice anymore at all. And for the longest time, I would hear it and think like, God, how do people listen to me speak?
It's rough. Let me tell you.
I don't blame you guys.
The
No,
voice doesn't really bother me.
but now at this point, I can completely listen to myself. I think it's not a big
Yeah.
deal at all, and that just comes with doing projects for school, doing this and that, and always having to listen. That is kind of like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
I think I have a pretty cool voice now. Well, no, I would also I would edit my voice for that class. That's where I really started to
Those
really
radio
enjoy
shows
my
were
voice.
ridiculous.
I love those.
One thing I want to
much.
bring up before
Totally.
but it's actually kind of related to the whole making your bed thing. Have you ever listened to the podcast with Jordan Peterson on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I started to listen to one of them because my roommate Joe.
Okay, who is Jordan Peterson? Just a quick.
Yep. Sorry. He is a professor at the University of Toronto, a psychology professor.
Okay.
And he's catching a lot of flack for refusing to use the pronouns like the Zers. Like, there's like in Canada, like the like PC culture is a lot further ahead, where like he could get in like serious legal trouble for not like addressing someone as like a Zer.
Really?
Yes. So that's why he's popular. Anyways, he has a huge following on YouTube. From like he posts all of his lectures and like people like cut up his lectures and make them into like cool like videos with him speaking.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like I've been balls deep in his videos. I probably watched an hour worth of his videos today. But like he is so smart. And like you have to be in a certain mood because like if you're not like fully awake and paying attention, it'll just go so far over your head. And I'm reading a book right now that's kind of related to like what he talks about, and it's the same way where if you're not like in the right frame of mind, you'll literally read a page and go, "Oh,
holy crap.
I don't know what I just read." But yeah, he's a really interesting guy. So if you're listening, Jordan Peterson on YouTube, he's got so many.
I'm totally gonna do that.
Yeah, they're really good stuff. But to connect the dots of the whole like making your bed thing, one of his big things is cleaning your room, and he has this like super popular video about it, talking about how you shouldn't go out and try and change the world first. You should make sure yourself that you're in order. And he uses the analogy of cleaning your room. Like, why would you go and try and fix the entire world when you still come home and you have a messy room?
Yeah.
Clean your room first, and then you can start to graduate up.
And then move
To
on
bigger and better
to
things.
cleaning your house. Then
Yeah,
move on
exactly.
to blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Playing RuneScape. Whatnot.
Playing RuneScape.
Oh, we got another brown out. But yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot.
Yeah. Also, that I just want to throw in the name of the book. It's called The Power of Myth by Joseph Campbell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even I've gotten a little bit, I haven't got into it much, but making friends and influencing
Yeah.
people, I've gotten a little bit into that.
Who else do I know that's reading that?
David.
Pause.
Oh.
Both Davids, actually.
Yeah. But in the footnote of the book, it says every chapter, basically reread pages, read the chapter twice, try and let this information stick. Because if you read it once, if you just read this book cover to cover once, you're not going to take much away from it. But if you sit there and really think about each page, you reread, you maybe even go back a chapter if you didn't come, then that's when you'll actually take away something from that kind of stuff.
That's the same thing with Tools of Titans.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's why I wanted you to get it on a hard copy.
Yeah, and I appreciate you doing that for me because now I don't like getting books on Kindle. It's hard. It's just like you can take your notes on the paper. You can do all that stuff, and it feels so tangible. And just to be clicking a button, or almost be touching a screen to go to the next page,
It's not
you just
satisfying.
don't feel accomplished.
Yeah.
To finish a
you can't
book
feel how
doesn't
much
really
you've
feel
read.
that much.
Yeah, I love that feeling.
When you're like toward the end,
Yeah.
you got like
Yeah.
a fat stack in your
yeah.
left
A
hand. You're like,
fat
hell
stack.
yeah.
Like, what's good? Fast
So true.
stacks, baby.
That's all I got to say. I don't know if you guys have anything.
Do you have anything you wanted to make sure we touched on, Jay?
What were you said something about New York? Somebody was going to touch on New York.
That is, I think, the park thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, just that park thing.
Okay.
Something. Don't quote me on that park thing. I mean, typical.
I'm not.
I'm quoting
Typical
you on
me.
anything.
I haven't looked up, seen anything. This is all Scotty.
Yeah. Scotty doesn't know.
The one last thing I have written down. Speaking of singing, randomly this hit me during work when sometimes I just don't have anything to do at all and I get so
You play
bored.
RuneScape at work?
I have a couple times. I don't really that much, but
Talking to the mic, bro.
You're like covering your face.
But- if you were to So say a fortune, or I'm just asking you guys this question. If you were to be able to pick a song right now that you hear the last 3 minutes of this song and you're dead.
The last minute, so like the whole song.
Yeah, listen to one. The whole song. Listen to this song, and you're deceased.
You go first.
I don't know whether it's
I
a
know
car
my
crash.
answer, but
I don't know if it's a.
Okay.
What song do you guys pick?
What song do I go out on?
Yeah, like you got literally. This is.
We'll let you answer first because I know you have a song in your head.
It could.
I have
It
no
could
idea.
also be just playing out loud
Yeah.
as you die too.
Okay,
Like
you go
people
first.
are looking through the records. Like,
We get.
wait a second.
You
go first.
No, I go ahead. I don't want to go. I'm not sure what song.
I know. Do you want to go?
No.
When I Was Done Dying by Dan Deacon. I am straight up obsessed with that song. It's so good.
Nice.
Yeah, no one knows it, so
There's this song
we'll
called.
listen to it after.
I think it's called. I'll pull it. It's like Murder 1 2 3 4 5, and they played it in The Flash.
He brought this whole thing up just so he could say that.
Just so we can talk about the Flash.
And God, dude, this girl has such.
I don't know what song I'm gonna
It's
pick.
literally called
That's how I
Murder
played it
Song.
at first. That's why I said you answer first because I know you asked this.
I know.
He thought out this entire bit.
She knows. She has literally the best voice of all time. So yeah,
Do you have your song?
maybe go out
No,
to an
dude,
epic
I
murder
don't know
song.
what I would do. I'd just
It's
put it on shuffle.
you toss that baby on
No.
shovel.
I have no idea. There's so many good songs.
Yeah.
I haven't been given adequate enough time to think about
And I was also thinking if you could project one song to literally everybody on planet Earth.
Same song.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I have no idea what I'd pick for that.
and just pick Ignition remix.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That's
fresh on the cute.
very random. All right, guys. Are we good? Is that a
Yeah, I think so.
Should that kinda
Look up
wrap it
Ann
up?
Huddy on YouTube if you want to watch that video.
Exactly. Yeah,
myself as much
we'll
as I
we'll
can.
put Andrew in the description. Feel free give him a follow on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you
Just follow
like.
me around in real life too. 978.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say my address.
So yeah, I guess besides that, we will. Dayton was gone. He's in South Carolina, so we will hopefully see him soon. And besides that,
Thanks for having me.
yeah,
course.
thanks Andrew.
It's
Thanks for
always a
coming
pleasure.
on. And yeah, we'll see you next Sunday. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
All right, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.